lot of you men are getting priced out of life, housing, relationships. Women are too, but they don't have the burden of protection and money, making money, having resources, protection. They're not braced with that. As a man, you're judged by those things. A female isn't judged by those things. She's only judged by her beauty, her feminine good behavior, character, and beauty. As a man, you can have all the character and uh, be nice guy all you want to, but if you don't have any money, you're gonna get overlooked. So we've gotten to a space in relationships where there's a good percentage of women that are out earning the men, which lets you know we're in a true matriarchy. As a woman, as a young, attractive woman, that goes to college and gets herself in a whole bunch of debt. They're more likely to get her in a certain role than they are a man. It's not like the 1950s where the men, worked and the women stayed at home. No, everybody's working, which means what? Somebody's going to get boxed out of a job. Oftentimes, it is the man, unless you're going, especially since everybody's gunning for these blue collar, not blue collar, these white collar jobs. Women only want the white collar jobs. They don't want the blue collar ones unless they can work in the office in the blue collar jobs. But since women, we've talked about this before, but since women have flooded the job market, it's boxed men out of a lot of different jobs. And so the thing is, women have done that, and the consequence of that is since women's um, economic status has risen and they're boxing men out of jobs, which is boxing men out of opportunities to make money to provide for women. Now, the scale is like this for the average man, to where the average man is below the standards of the average woman because she works. A lot of you guys, women make just as much, if not more, than the average man. And women will lie to you and say that, you know, they want a man that's on their level and higher. That's a lie. They only want men that are higher. They want men that are taller, more fit, that make more money. They don't want a guy that's equal to them, even though they claim they want equality, which is a complete lie and a complete made up nonsense. And so if you're a man and you're not trying to self-improve and not just talk about it, but actually self-improve, actually make more money, actually get into shape, actually, uh, progress in your career, actually travel, have a social life, you will be boxed out of getting women, not just for relationships, but women sexually too. Unless you're just unless you're 6'8" the great and you just got the naturally good genetics and you're naturally in shape. Um, but he's not an average man, genetic wise, and he's a rarity. We're talking about the average. Guys, you can't be average today and expect to keep a marriage, a relationship, or to even get consistent intercourse. It's just not going to happen today. You're going to have to you guys, we're getting to a space to where um, really we're getting to a space to where if AI gets to a certain point, nobody's going to have a job. Only the above IQ people. But you have to get to the six-figure mark means more now than ever. Being a financial steward means more now than ever. Not just when it comes to women, but when it comes to your own survival, everything is going up. I mean, the Warner Brothers Netflix just brought Warner Brothers. So you mean so the subscription of Netflix is going to go up tremendously. And so you guys, you're going to be sit here complaining. Some of you guys have already given up. And the unfortunate reality is a lot of men don't want to level up. They don't care about women. They'd rather masturbate and watch AI X-rated content. A lot of men have already checked out. But for the men that want real women, actual women that are sick of masturbating and want to get the most attractive women and sick of dating overweight women, and you're gonna have to level up. There's no boss up, level up, make more money, however you want to phrase it. You're gonna have to make more money, guys, because the economy is not going to get any easier. Women aren't going to go back into the house and be traditional wives like you want them to be. You're going to have to actually make more money and put yourself in an economically patriarchal position. Because if you make just as much, or if not less, than a woman, you're not going to get and sustain a woman. So we're in hard times right now. Now, granted, most men in general, you have to go through a period where you have to take a break from women, and if you have to do that, that's what it takes. Nothing in life is easy. You have to sacrifice something to get to the spot that you want to get to. But unless you guys are okay dating average to below average women, you have to level up. If you're okay with doing that, smashing a chubby chick here and there off of a dating app, dating apps are absolutely old, outdated, don't work anymore. Lots of bots. So unless you want to do that, you're gonna have to level up. And you shouldn't just be leveling up just for women, guys. You should be leveling up because don't you want a quality life? Don't you want to travel and have the best plane ride, the best hotel, get the best quality clothes? Don't you want to drive a nice car or nice cars? Don't you want to live in a nice place? Don't you want to have the best looking clothes? Don't you want these things? Well, these things are going up in price. You're going to have to make more money. There's no other way to phrase it. Level up or lose. So the title of this live stream is a conclusion that I've come to recently, just pondering and listening to different things and just listening to the mindset of women and how they interact today with men. We've gotten to a space within the dating and mating space where women would rather settle down and be alone than to deal with the average man. We can call it unrealistic, the standards being unrealistic, and yeah, it is what it is. But you have to understand too that it's unrealistic, but it's also realistic at the same time for these women because they can attract these attractive men. They just can't keep them. They can get smashed by them. They just can't keep them. And so that alone distorts the behavior of a woman. She'll get smashed by a dude that makes $500,000. She just won't keep him. But just that validation alone allows a woman to up her standards, judging every man because women don't live in reality. They think every man is capable of making $1 million and being 6'6". She'll be on day naps and then she'll be on Instagram and see nothing but men that are 6'6" with abs making $1 million as athletes. But when she goes in real life, she doesn't see that. And so The other thing is that you have to be aware of if you're leveling up is once you level up, it's probably best for you to go out of the country because once you level up, you're still going to be dealing with a woman that's a grade of woman, a quality of woman that's still low grade. Attitude messed up, feminist mindset, rebellious, don't want to listen to you. So even when this is why you see a lot of guys get divorced, a lot of guys with money, they still go through these problems with women because the mindset of the common woman is still bad, even though they can attract more of these women because they have the finances together. But the harsh reality, guys, about dating today, and I'm gonna go about 15 minutes today since we have a lot of people. They don't have a lot of people interacting with this live stream. It happens time to time. But you can't be average anymore, guys, and expect to be with a bad chick. It's just not gonna happen. We don't live at that that's not gonna happen, guys. It's just not gonna happen. You're gonna have to make more money. You're gonna have to get more abs. You're gonna have to do these things. Now, granted, if you don't, then just accept that you won't get a woman or you'll be dealing with low grade, unattractive women. And as on this channel, we don't shoot to be average anyways. We don't shoot to be average. We want to be above the average anyways. Why do we want to be like everybody else? You stand out from the crowd and be excellent. So I just wanted to drop this quick message for you guys before you go, before I head to sleep, and for you guys to think about on into the week. It's time to really focus, guys. It's time for me to focus more. It's time for you to focus more. It's time to eliminate all dead weight. It's time to really get this stuff in and really do this stuff because uh, nobody's coming to save you. Nobody cares about you. You have to care about you. You have to make the money. You have to make the sacrifice. You have to do what it takes to get where it needs to be. And you got to have intense focus over a period of time, possibly 2, 3 years before you even see any results. Maybe even longer than that. And it just is what it is. This is the state of dating and mating today. It's not going to change. It's not going to get any better. Women are going to lower their standards. They're not going to come back to the table. There's no any of that. And I'm not saying you should do it specifically only for women. I'm just saying that if you want to do it for, if you want to get a quality, good-looking woman, you're going to have to level up. It's always been like that. The guys that make the most money, the guys that are the best looking, the guys that hunt the best, they always get the pick of the litter. So you don't want to be an average man, and you definitely don't want to be a broke guy because you get disrespected. Nobody takes you seriously. The world doesn't take you seriously. So you have to get out of that situation for multitude of reasons, not just dating, quality of life, respect, etc. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of a realistic expectation of what to expect going down the pipe pretty soon, guys. Level up. It's time to level up. It's time to better ourselves. It's time to get to the next level. Grind a little bit harder. Focus a little bit longer. Go an extra rep at the gym. Make sure that diet is hitting too. So that's my message for you guys. In 2026, we're going to be focusing specifically on getting to the money. Money, money, money is the mindset, the motto of 2026. Money. Only one word, money. Keep it simple. Make more money. Money, money, money. You got to focus on something in order for it to happen. And so we're going to focus on bettering ourselves, focus on making more money so that we can increase our options. Money gives you options. So, anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys coming in here. Double tap the screen, hit the like button as you guys come in here or leave the live stream. If you guys want to subscribe, please subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. If you guys want to support, all the ways you can are in the description below. Again, I appreciate you guys for being here on a Saturday night. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the morning time. Peace.